Imagine waking up one morning and discovering that the entire island next to your favorite European beach town now belongs to a Gulf prince. Not just a villa, not just a castle, the whole island, purchased in full, sealed off, now patrolled by private security and accessible only by helicopter or yacht. Welcome to the new normal, where the richest princes of the Gulf are not just buying luxury homes, they're acquiring entire pieces of Europe. In today's episode of Desert Billionaires, we uncover what really happens when a Gulf royal decides to buy an entire island. The power, the politics, the price tag, and the prestige. Let's begin with the why. Why would a Gulf prince want to buy an island in Europe? It's not about escaping the heat. It's not just about privacy. It's about owning something so exclusive, so rare, that even billionaires can't just walk in and buy one. There are over 200,000 islands in the world, but only a few hundred are in Europe, and even fewer are for sale. Owning a European island isn't just a real estate deal. It's a geopolitical flex. It says, I don't just visit Europe, I own part of it. Now, let's talk about the process. First, the scouting. Royal advisors and international consultants comb through the Mediterranean, Adriatic, and Baltic seas. From the coast of Greece to the shores of Croatia, Spain, and even Scotland. They look for land with historic significance, breathtaking views, and, most importantly, minimal restrictions. Some of these islands are ancient estates with crumbling fortresses. Others are virgin land, untouched forests surrounded by turquoise water. Once identified, the legal team steps in. Buying an island in Europe isn't as simple as wiring $50 million. You need approval from national governments, environmental ministries, and even local fishermen unions in some cases. In Italy and France, islands are often heritage protected. In Greece, the laws are even stricter. Some islands are technically private, but the coastline is public property. This is where the prince's influence begins to shape the deal. Governments are offered multi-million-dollar development funds or discreet donations to local projects. Negotiations are handled behind closed doors. Lawyers work for months, sometimes years, to get everything aligned, and then the purchase is made. The number? Often confidential, but industry insiders estimate that Gulf royals have paid between $50 million and $250 million for the most desirable islands. One Saudi prince is rumored to have spent over $100 million on a Greek island, then another $200 million on transforming it. So what happens next? The transformation begins. Private ports are carved into rocky cliffs. Helipads are constructed using imported concrete from Germany. Freshwater systems are installed because many islands have no infrastructure. Solar farms are built to make the islands self-sufficient, and that's just the start. Palatial residences are designed by star architects from London and Dubai. Gardens are landscaped to replicate Versailles. And security? Think drones, ex-special forces, facial recognition gates. The whole system is run like a presidential compound. A fleet of staff is flown in. Private chefs from Michelin-starred restaurants, pilots, butlers, housekeepers, marine engineers. Entire islands become floating kingdoms, disconnected from the mainland, but wired into the Gulf's elite ecosystem. But that's not all. The island is used not just for leisure, but diplomacy. Royal family members host private summits with heads of state. Tech billionaires, fashion tycoons, and global investors are flown in for ultra-exclusive retreats. Deals are made in private cigar lounges by the sea. Marriages are arranged. Alliances are formed. In one notable case, a Qatari sheikh hosted a discreet energy summit on a Croatian island he reportedly acquired, and within 6 months, Qatar had a strategic pipeline deal with a Balkan neighbor. This is soft power at its most luxurious. But there's another layer. Media outlets in Europe often report these purchases with mixed emotions. Locals fear being shut out. Environmentalists worry about development. Nationalists complain about foreign influence. And yet, the influx of wealth revives economies. Villages see new infrastructure. Jobs are created. Forgotten islands become global destinations. In some cases, Gulf royals open parts of their islands to the public, offering boutique hotels, fine dining, or cultural spaces, but always on their terms. And here's the paradox. These islands, though located in Europe, become embassies of Gulf identity. Arabic calligraphy on the walls, prayer rooms, falcon cages, Arabian horses in imported stables. These islands are no longer European. They're sovereign-style enclaves, where Gulf culture, wealth, and power reshape the landscape. And the message is clear. When you're a prince with a $30 billion fortune and the world's most exclusive playgrounds feel too crowded, you don't book a private resort. You buy the whole island. This is Desert Billionaires. Hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories of power, wealth, and influence.